teach our kids, and not only to remember, just refuse hate. Don't hate anybody. I refuse to hate someone because they are Mexican or because they are black or white or LBGTQ. I refuse to hate someone because they are a police officer. I refuse to hate someone because they are Asian. I would hope that we would refuse hate.
Ooh, boy. Okay, well, folks, let's talk about the acceptance speech for Tyler Perry, who received the Gene Hersowit, I probably messed up the name. Basically, he received the Humanitarian Award last night at the 2021 Oscars. Mrs. Viola Davis presented, and he gave a speech that was about a couple minutes long. You know, when it comes to these kind of things, there's always a time limit. But as always, the man knows how to deliver a speech. Say what you will about the way he writes scripts, Tyler Perry can deliver one heck of a speech. I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I don't think I've ever seen him do a commencement speech. He probably has, but I've never seen it. But I'll definitely look it up after I finish recording this video. All right, so before going forward, you know, it's always free to help a brother out. So just hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. All right, so yeah, great speech. He talked about how, you know, there was a moment where a woman came up to him asking him for a pair of shoes, and you know, he took her into the studio and gave her a pair, and she pretty much was crying because of the fact that her feet were now off the ground. And you know, it's not uncommon for Tyler Perry to weave a personal story from his life into an acceptance speech, which leads to an even greater message, whether it be about ownership, you know, work ethic, blessing others the way you've been blessed and things of that nature. But I'd say that this was probably one of the more divisive speeches, because there was one moment where he did a very, very good piece about, you know, refusing hate, meeting people halfway, meeting them in the middle. And when he was mentioning, you know, like black people, Hispanic people, LGBTQ, police officers, Asians, two words, police officer, is what set some people, you know, in a frenzy. Then again, I saw far more backlash on Twitter than anything else because, you know, woke Twitter, whatever. You know, I refuse to hate someone just because they're a police officer who's ready to meet people in the middle. I mean, I didn't think too much about it because guess what? Regardless about how you feel towards a certain person, people, group, sexuality, occupation, political affiliation, religion, you really can't control how other people feel. And I mean, it just reminds me of Falcon and Winter Soldier, the finale, when Sam, aka the new Captain America, gave that incredible speech when he talked about, every time I pick up this thing, in reference to the Captain America shield, I know there are going to be millions of people who will hate me for it. Even now, here, I can feel it, the stares, the judgment. But I can't change that, but I'm still here. And that pretty much boils down to, yeah, I mean, not everyone's going to agree with what you do, even when it's the right thing to do. Let me just say that it's incredible how two words, police officer, has as many people triggered as the other two words that had other people inspired, refuse hate. So it's just interesting how people can be so split on this one, or on these four words, which is ironic because his entire message was meeting people in the middle. And heck, yeah, going back to Sam's speech in the finale, he said, how do you have the nerve to look down on people and demand that they pull themselves up when you're not even willing to meet them halfway? So in a way, it's almost as if these two speeches kind of coincide with each other in a way. But the speech aside, you know, say what you will about it because of, again, you police officer, just the fact that the introduction for him to receive the award was like 50 seconds long. And as Miss Davis said, you know, everything I just said was in the past year. Camp Quarantine, you know, helping out 1,000 people with free meals, paying tuitions, the funerals of, you know, black protesters and things like that. there's just not enough time in the day to list out all the various things Tyler Perry has done for other people, which, you know, in its own merit, you know, outweighs everything he's accomplished as a billionaire studio owner and things of that nature. So, I mean, all I have to say is congratulations on a well-deserved award. I mean, humanitarian pretty much sums up Tyler Perry in a nutshell. And like, he's only 51 years old, and there's no telling what else he'll be able to do or what he will do, not only in his professional career, but in the lives of other people. So just congratulations again. And like I said, the speech is about 2 minutes long, probably 3 if you include the introduction for him to come up on stage. So, you know, just go online and look it up. It's on Good Morning America's YouTube channel. That's where I saw it this morning. And as always, if you have anything to add in the comments, like how did you feel about the speech when he mentioned police officer? I mean, like I said, you know, it's meh. You can feel however you want. I just feel like refusing to hate is definitely a good message to hear as we start a new week and get ready to enter into a new month of 2021. So with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in as always. And if you would like to donate to the channel, not mandatory, but appreciate it, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.